Hi, guys, and welcome to this week's episode of the podcast with your usual suspect, myself, and my co host.
Hi guys, hi guys.
He's dying, he's facing the grave, and yeah, I couldn't be sadder. Yes, that's what I wanted to say, that's what I wanted to mean. I'm not
Stop lying.
celebrating your ills.
Stop. Oh, okay, sorry.
Have I not been checking on you every day?
I mean, you've been doing the bare minimum, so I mean, thank you so much.
I've been checking up on you more than anybody has ever checked up on you in the last couple of years. Don't do that. I've given you more attention than I've ever given any other man.
Because there's no other man to give attention to, bitch.
That's not the point. That's
Okay.
You're deviating from the point. That is not the
Okay.
point. But point is that I've cared for you,
Okay.
and I have been with you through thick and thin, Charles.
Okay.
5 miscarriages, had my hair falling, weight up and down.
You know what? Granted, you've literally been checking up on me every single day. Thank you so much. Love it.
Exactly.
Love him
You
so
know,
much.
that's what that's what friends are for. So yeah, but other than that, how's your week been?
I've literally been in bed the whole week, dying. So it's been nothing but sitting in bed and catching up on series and what else?
I
Nothing
hope
else.
your policies are in order. I really hope your policies are in order.
Don't worry, everything is up to date. Everything's up to date. As soon as you get
Love
a
to
phone,
see it.
as soon as you get a phone call, you know what to do. Don't worry.
Exactly. One thing about the gays, they're very smart. But actually, speaking of catching up on series, have you watched Birth of Stars with Coachella, Randy, Gamo, and them?
No, I haven't. Yes, I haven't.
You literally had one job.
I haven't, but I promise I'll watch. I'll watch them after this. I'll watch them after this. Honestly, I promise. I
Wow,
I
I'm
I
just.
forgot. I really forgot. I saw the thingy. What do you call it? The trailer on Twitter the other day. I'm like, oh, this looks cute. I need to watch it. But
But that doesn't count
I
because
know.
I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of YouTube videos or YouTube channels and all of that because my attention span doesn't last me long enough to commit to a full 15-minute or 30-minute YouTube video.
Mhm.
But I thoroughly enjoyed the first episode, and I'm not going to spoil it
Mm.
for you, but I'm going
Okay.
to urge you to watch it. The
Okay.
girlies are quite fun and very funny, and I love how authentic they are. I really enjoyed watching them, and I can't wait for the second installment, which should be coming out this coming Friday. And
Okay.
yeah, I really enjoyed it. It was refreshing. I'd say it was very refreshing, and you could tell that they had some sort of a budget because the what is the camera quality, the image quality was really top notch, and
Mm.
the hairs were laid. Good
As
wigs all
always.
round, 10 out of 10, and yeah, it's just queer people living. I love it. It's flipping exciting.
No, no, I'll definitely watch it after this. I mean, I love their content. So I'll definitely just after this, literally, I'll go on YouTube and watching them and see what happens.
When I called you, you said I'm disturbing you because you're watching videos. What videos were you watching?
Oh, I was on TikTok. TikTok, yes, I was on TikTok.
Oh, also, speaking of
Please.
TikTok, I came across this video. I'm just gonna pull up her account real quick so I can give this person a shout. It's basically a story that follows three friends, and this one friend has had unprotected sex with someone else, and then now they have the burn. And the last part of the
Oh,
previous skit, the person who caught the burn was bleeding. And one thing I appreciated about that skit is that usually when where sexual health is involved, it always ends in HIV. It's that one STD that is greatly stigmatized, and
mm,
it's like it overshadows every other STD as well as STIs out there, and where else there's like a plethora of them. So I really enjoyed that skit in that
there's a what of that? What? What's that word? What does that
stigma
word mean? No, no, no.
plethora.
Oh, that's a new word. That's a new word. Hmm.
What do you mean?
That's a new. That's a new.
Okay. Okay. So So the the creator of the skit is Lindy, so LINDYY_M. Thoroughly enjoyed her work, and at the end of the skit, I think I personally wasn't I was anticipating that the person would be diagnosed with HIV, but
Mm.
the at the end of the skit, the character ended up being diagnosed with just an infection of some sort, and they told them to take pills, and they advised them to get their girlfriend to also come test. So it was quite refreshing because every time sexual health is involved, it's always AIDS and HIV. It's always that, but you never hear anything about gonorrhea, thrush, syphilis. You rarely, on very rare occasions, hear about those. So I enjoyed that. It was really amazing. I will link you. I will send you the link, and then you can have a
Please
watch.
do.
Hmm.
Thank you. Please do. So that
And yeah,
I also know what's happening.
and also this week is just I'm having like one of those weeks where I don't want to do anything, and recording this podcast was actually one of the things I did not look forward to. I generally didn't know what to do because my mental health is like at the Olympics, literally doing tumbles, when not swimming, just putting me through the absolute most at impossible rates. And because all I've been doing is literally just sleeping, eating, sleeping, dishes, sleep, shower, sleep, and or watching anime. I'm just really going through a lot. But you know what? Bills have to be paid, and we are here
Mhm.
to pay bills. Mm.
I hate that word. I do hate that
Honestly,
word.
honestly, this is why I encourage you guys to marry rich because I know it's not gonna happen to me because I can't even commit to anyone.
But then, my friend, all the rich men come to you though. As I don't get it. I don't understand though. All the rich men come to you.
I
So
mean, they
how?
do, but like it's always how their finances are stationed that really leaves me wondering, and yeah,
Mhm.
I also there's just something about a man taking care of me that really makes me uncomfortable. I don't it's literally just the way I was brought up. I can't let another man pay for my bills and not feel some type of way. And it's not even a thing of emasculation, being emasculated. I think it just doesn't feel
I
right.
mean,
It just doesn't feel right in that I feel like I'm taking advantage of someone where else I can always foot my own bills. Yeah, I enjoy taking care of people as opposed to being taken care of. I don't know. And yeah, rich men do find me and all of that, but then keeping me, it's where the tricky part is. And speaking of tricky, we had an interesting weekend.
oh, we did. Definitely. It was a very weird but fun weekend as well. Hence why I'm sick.
I feel like saying
But
it
it was
was fun. It's you putting it lightly. I was low key disturbed. I was ready to throw hands. I'm not gonna lie to you. I still look at that guy and I genuinely want to throw hands. I saw him. When was it? On on Monday or was it Tuesday when I was coming back from work and they were sitting
Mhm.
outside and he tried to greet me playing all nice and in my head I was just like I could whoop your ass right here right now in front of your salad. But you know what? I'm choosing to be a bigger person. I'm choosing to be a better person, and acknowledging and realizing that violence isn't always the answer. But just to fill our listeners in on
Yes,
the
please.
on the nonsense that happened.
Hmm.
I live in this. Should I put it a complex? It's a block of units,
Yeah.
and one of my neighbors has been trying to get me to drink with him. So he eventually got me. When was it? On Saturday, right?
Yeah. Saturday. Yeah.
Saturday, he was like, "Yeah, no, come down and drink." So fine. We go down to his place, myself and you. We go down to his place, and then we chill. Alcohol is flowing. Listen, we are getting lit and turned. And yeah, and then soon after that, our other neighbor, well, my other neighbor comes through and joins us, and then unfortunately brings up a mess. A mess would be the partner. And then, no, this is not a queer couple, but this is Yeah, they're heteros. So
Wow.
alcohol starts to flow, and they didn't. First of all, they didn't bring alcohol, right? I don't
Yeah,
understand how you
yeah,
just
they
go to
did.
someone's house who has invited you to drink and you just come there empty-handed.
Yeah,
I
but I think they were from work, no? Directly from work. I think.
Nonetheless, taverns were still open at that hour. You know,
True, true, true.
taverns were still open at that hour, and you have so many places around where I live where you can buy alcohol at any hour of the day or night. You can literally just go there, get alcohol, and it's not like they drink anything that you can't find at any Mum Ruby or Mum Diamond's house. You will certainly find the alcohol there. And yeah,
Yep.
they didn't bring their own alcohol. So me being the Father Teresa that I am, I offered them my alcohol, and yeah, they drank, and that's where the problem started. See, when you try to be nice, and then the nice comes back to bite you.
Guys, stop being nice, guys. Stop being nice people.
So fine, guys. We're chilling, we're drinking, and then the lady starts dancing, right? This is the lady who later joined us with her partner. She starts to dance, and they become very. The dancing was heavily was
Yes.
heavily sexual, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, and that's how I knew. Okay, fine. Maybe too much weed and too much alcohol going on here. So that's fine. I'm still sitting. I get up every now and then, at the beginning of a song, just two steps, sit down, and now, or rather, go back to my alcohol because I can't mention any brands. I think. So anyway, so there's a song that was playing which I really liked, and then I start, doing guns with my fingers, to show that I'm enjoying the song. And then my other neighbor who just joined us, the problem, says, "Yo, don't point at my girl." And I'm like, okay. I brush it off, And then so I have a sip of my drink, and then the song starts to bump. Like, it's a beautiful song. So I do my guns again, and this guy's like, then he starts to approach me. He's like, "Yo, I said don't point at my girl," and then now it sees. The girl is like, "Whoa, why are you getting like this? Like, why are you being this person?" And I'm just so shook because we were just chilling fine, and you've seen me around. I don't know, and now you're insecure. Like right after I just offered you my alcohol and I was very warm to you. After, everybody around here considers me very uptight, and it was shocking for me. The lady was too stunned to speak when he
Mm.
approached me of trying to make a move on his girl. Because first of all, we are very clear on the side. We love our men. I didn't get all of that, and I think that's why I'm a strong believer in leaving your men home when you're going out to groove.
I mean, I think it also depends. Eh? Some men need to stay at home, guys. Your loser boyfriends needs to stay at home, guys. This guy
What do
because
you mean some boyfriends need to stay at home?
batlo hlaza. No, this is my own experience. I mean, in that when I used to go out with my boyfriend, my ex-boyfriend, I had the most amazing time. Literally. Oh, we had the most amazing time.
I mean, he
Now,
was he was such a beautiful person. He always let you go out, and and he was also more than comfortable with just saying, "No, you go out. I feel like staying in." That was very beautiful.
yeah, yeah. So hence I'm saying that even when we both went out together to clubs or to wherever, it was fun. No drama was there. Hence I'm saying some boyfriend needs to stay at home because boyfriends are like kitty loser. And again you know your partner ojwang as at Daud. If you know motho how ke ba le batjhatjarag, ba leng insecure, ba leng all those weird stuff after they've been drinking like
Yep.
3 beers, ask them to stay at home once and for all.
And literally, it was just 3 beers. It was literally just one or two dumpies, and then a good that they shared between themselves. And now they're acting rowdy.
Yeah, yeah, and he didn't even smoke weed, so I really don't know. Already.
Because when they got there, they were like, no,
What
we,
happened?
we, we don't smoke. But now I'm suddenly making a move on your girl. And there were two girls there. And how many guys? There was about
Four.
four of us, or was it three of us?
Four of us. Four of us.
It was four of us. And suddenly his girl gets there, and then suddenly I'm making a move on his girl. That was that was pretty wild for me, man, because how are you as a man so insecure? Regardless of the things you guys have been through, I feel like those are things that it's a discussion that you guys need to have amongst yourself without the rest of us. It shouldn't be a thing that unfolds in public. And, we have witnessed fights between couples at Groove that were literally sparked by someone flirting with the other, or an ex pops up and then things become messy. It's like,
Hey, my part.
why do you still insist on going out when you guys can just, Friday or every Friday or every Saturday, when you know that you guys go out, just say goodbye to each other and go different directions and meet after groove? Why can't you? What's so hard about doing that? Or is it a thing of, I really do not trust my partner, and I feel like if I were to give them that leverage, it will just be, an untamed wild animal. I don't get that, and maybe that's also the reason why I don't get it is because I've never attended groove with my partner, and I mean, well, I have my reasons, but one of the main reasons is that usually the people I date don't understand groove. They don't like going to groove. They believe in church, or they just believe in staying home. I
I
will
know.
never get that. Is Tima
I mean, Banna is a teamer, guys. So what's the point?
like
But
your dignity as the head of the household, your dignity as someone's pillar of strength?
you, mm-mm. O batla go kara motho wa hae the 24/7 at Groove, everywhere else. No one should smile at them, hug them, or do something weird or something. Men are very insecure, guys. Hey,
But also, have you ever been with a man that was so insecure that at groove you literally had to keep your hands in your pocket?
no, no.
Would you ever be with someone who does not trust you that much though? And would it be something, would you stay or would you leave or would you work through it? Or is it like, now that's not my baby, go to therapy?
Again, it's very, how do I say it? I mean, I obviously would not want to be with someone who doesn't trust me, so that I can't go to liquid and enjoy myself when he either unkadile or has his friends looking after me, whatever. But
Yeah.
if I really want that relationship to work, we'd have to like let's sit down and let's talk about this kind of stuff. Let me know what's happening. What can I do? What's happening? How can you trust me more? How can this, start working for the better of us? But if we can't get there, I'm so hard. There's no point, because I really don't see why should you be with someone that you don't trust? It's
But
it's it's
also,
it's pointless.
my lady looked so comfortable because she was more than okay with making excuses for the guy. And it's like, and I think that's another thing that I really hate is that the man gets to behave like an asshole, and then you as the lady now bear the brunt of the consequences of his action. It's like, why are you doing that when you can just,
Akaqali with what I told.
yes, that was literally the sentiment. Says that, no, no, guys, he gets like this when he's drunk. He gets like this when he's drunk, but now he's becoming our
Imagine.
problem. You know?
Nah, Nahana, so I'm like, why if utlwaetse, so why are you still with him? Like utlwaele. Wena mtlwaetse, rona ra mtlwaela. Ke
That
kopa o
was that was
mmele khoneng kwa.
that was wild, but also it got worse.
Yeah, that wasn't literally. You
it,
banna. Banna batla go
it
hlaza, guys.
literally went from 10 over 10 to 20 over 10, and it was just,
Yo,
the
banna.
thermometer literally broke. The scale was just malfunctioning, and it was wild. So eventually they leave because, I don't know, they want to go resolve their issues by themselves, and we
Mm-hmm.
remain chilling. We're still having a fun time. I mean, it was very nice, but then obviously the drama ensues. So we chilling, and then we hear a knock. Fine, open up the door. And I liked how I liked how that conversation started. Like, there's a saying
Mm,
that says,
mm, 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 mm.
before a person disrespects you, they usually warn you that I'm about to disrespect you, and I hope you will allow me. And it's always with all due respect, or I don't mean it in a funny way, or I don't mean to be rude. When your dumbass is literally about to be rude and you're about to offend me, and most likely when I leave here, you and I will be the greatest of enemies.
Yep.
So my good six walks back in after coming down her bay, and then comes back and then looks at the other girl that we were chilling with, and she's like, I mean no disrespect, and I don't mean to be rude, but when we left here to go buy alcohol, there was X amount of money in this area of the car, and it's not there anymore.
Meaning that, or implying that the girl stole the money.
Imagine, and we are also shook because also at the same time we barely know these people.
And I'm like, what the F just
Now
happened?
here there's like theft accusation right after we were accused of trying to separate the top and have the bottom.
Mm-hmm. Now he's stealing money now.
Now I just
And the girl's like, excuse me?
it's like sorry. I just like yeah because there was only two of us in the car, and I came back with my man, and then the money was there, but then when I came back with you, the money's not there anymore.
And it's like you and she's like, you saw me where I put it.
And you're the only
So
person who saw me when I came in with that money. And the girl's like, "Here's my purse. Here's my
mm,
purse." She was trying to be nice. I would never do that. Like, go through my stuff.
and
No,
she
go
was
deal
like
with your insecurities.
she was
Leave
like,
me the fuck alone.
eh?
Go deal with your insecurities and leave me all the way alone. What do you mean? So she's like, check my purse. I did not steal your money. She's like, I'm not checking your purse. With all due respect, can I have my money back? Like, how sure are you that this person stole your money? My God, I hate alcohol.
Hey guys, bujwala ke bothata guys. The doses of ganja
Yo,
guys. Bujwala ke bothata.
wow, I hate alcohol. So he's like, how? Like, I did not steal your money.
And then I think before she went to search the bag, the boyfriend then came in.
Wait, she searched the bag. Did she take
Or
the bag?
she was about to search it. And the boyfriend came in. I was like, babe, stop. And he was like, no, I want my money. She's like, no, here's your money. And I'm like,
No.
here's your money? Auntie, you have the money all along?
And then she excuses herself and then goes out. And then we are also shocked. And then
Yes.
of course, because you and I are people of high value, we
Mm-hmm.
like we should go
We have,
because
we
we've
respect
already
our.
been involved in way too much. And we're like, we should go. So while we're still making plans to leave, she comes back. She's like, okay, guys, I would like to apologize. Everybody's still riled up. Everybody's still ruffled. Everybody's feathers are like zhuzhed up, and you want to come and apologize. No, we're still angry. What do you mean? You just want to,
It's not
and we're
true.
supposed to just accept your apology?
It stops at 6. Stop us for 6.
The
When
stove is smoking at the time, and you want us to just accept your apology. No, first of all, you accused us of being thieves, and then you also accused us of being Jezebels. And I'm not saying being a Jezebel isn't a bad thing. That's literally my only aspiration in life. But you can't just come and make such hefty claims, or you could have just started in your own home and asked the person you live with. And only to find that that man took the money. Also, how do you just take your partner's money without asking?
se febe sa monna. Na ile usa tšhelete a lo etsa something else ko side-eng. And I
And
don't
what 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 he thought she wouldn't notice?
I Mhlomo, Kimo, or probably he thought that she would forget in the morning or something. Or maybe tlwaetse natla mo tsamaya ka re, or maybe baby we feel kae kae or re wele or something. I re tsebe, you don't know.
I think it's definitely the latter. Given
Yeah.
how he reacted when I was dancing and to how she reacted, I think it's just their way of life.
Hayi ke hayi shem akukho mnandi lapha. Akukho
And
mnandi.
honestly, I feel like to me that is more than enough ground for me to leave someone or to leave a situationship.
That's a whole relationship. How long have you been together? A few years, I think. I heard.
I have no idea. I could not
Kakopong.
be bothered. I could not care for the information.
But also, I don't
But
understand why the boyfriend would take the girlfriend's money, guys. Like, Why would Munna how I would use a chalet? And then you still stay. Like like how? How do I steal your money and then we'll see good night, I love you too. Tomorrow morning, good morning, I love you. Let's go enjoy our day. And then everything is still fine. Giant guys, how? How
Yeah,
is that possible?
that was pretty wild to me, and
Okay.
I don't, maybe it's just a thing of tolerance. With years comes tolerance, I guess. But
Tolerance, nonsense. Could never be me. You know what? I I I love Mjolo, but you can't jolly like this.
that
Lava
was
rotate.
terrible. That
Lava
was
rotate
downright
from Mjolo.
horrendous.
No, guys. I mean, yes, guys. Yes, Mjolo is nice and all of that has nice benefits and blah blah blah.
No, it's not. If
Mara,
Njolo
uska
was nice,
hotel.
we'd both be dating.
Hey, uska hotel nonsense go Mjolo. That's the thing, though.
But
Uska
more
hotel
importantly,
nonsense.
leave your
Huh?
man when you go to Groove. When you go out, please leave your man. I'm one person who's always going to vouch for you, and your partner must go to different grooves and then meet somewhere and go home.
I, the thing is, for me that's different because the past experience that I've had with me and my partner at Groove was good, always good. So, to me, guys, do whatever you wanna do. Not exactly. Thing is, yeah, you know your partner. You know how your partner is after a few drinks. So imagine them being like that in front of people. Do you think that's a good look on you or not? If it is a good look, okay, fine. Tamalibon. If not, shia moto. Shia moto gondlu and let it be.
But
And I
you
get
know
it.
what they say? They say that
Yeah.
you treat me like a fool because my boyfriend treats me like a fool, as if yours treats you like some sort of a princess or anything. But also at the same time, I also feel like to an extent we also enable our partners' actions and reactions towards the people around us. And I feel
Yeah.
like if your partner knows and understands the things that make you comfortable and the things that you're willing to tolerate and the things that you just are
Oh,
not looking
yes.
to even consider, I feel like
Yep.
your partner would know how to act before
Exactly.
they come at you to react.
Okay, yeah, correct. That is true. That is, yeah, okay, I get that. See, I
And I
get that.
think you're just one of the few exceptions that actually would go to grieve with their partners. Nah, never. No, never that. You would never see me with anyone I'm dating at Groove. I would rather do hardcore drugs before I could be seen with my partner at Groove.
Ke re o tla mpona groove nna le motho wa ka on the dance floor
No.
kissing and doing the most.
I remember
Nah,
even with my last ex, he knew he would come fetch me from Groove and he wouldn't come in. I would meet him outside. And it wouldn't be, yeah, no, let's go to Groove. No, Groove would be chilling at a friend's house or something. That would be a great vibe. But to go out with you amongst
I
other
mean that
people,
Hang, that's because your boyfriends are over 41, all of them. So duh.
fuck
That
you.
that makes
Fuck
sense.
off.
I
Oh my
mean,
God.
why would a 41-year-old want to go dancing with you? Doesn't make sense. But yeah.
I mean, they do. They love Cubana. They love Cubana.
Mm,
They live for Cubana. They live for coffee.
okay. Okay. I mean, okay.
But still, 40-year-old or not, I still would not take you to Groove. We're not going to Groove. We can definitely have lunch. We can do dinner prior to Groove, but I will still come back home to you. Us going out together, it's not happening because I'm not going to see a side of you that I've never seen before because I know how to act and someone pressed the right buttons to get you to react. And then the next thing, I'm doing crisis management in the middle of Get Me Bodied extended version.
So wait, so you at all, Vele, not under any circumstance you'll go with your person groove at all.
Never that. What
Even
other
even
special
even if
circumstances
you
could
meet
there
them at
be?
groove.
There's no way we're having a memorial service at Groove.
Okay, I'm saying if even if you meet them at groove, still the same.
No, even if we meet at Groove, there will never be a day where I'm like, let's go dancing. No, you go dancing,
Jan.
fine. Go dancing alone with your friends. That's you and your friends' time. If we want to dance, we'll cue music at home and then we will get drunk and then we will dance together. I can't. I want to allow you that freedom to be yourself around surroundings that are rather more familiar to your individual identity than impose on your individual identity with what we have come to believe to form part or the essence of our relationship. I would rather that. I would rather not have that. You have friends, Mos. What are friends for?
Yeah, but sometimes I wanna
And you
be
know me,
on.
now I don't believe in grooving with my friends' partners.
Oh yeah, yeah, that I know.
Yeah,
But
between my friends and their partners, there's a very clear white line that glows in the dark under all weathers that you are my friend's boyfriend. You're not my friend. You will never be my friend. I don't care how much my friend loves you. You will never be my friend. And I'm happy for
oh,
you both. But
wow.
you and I, beyond seeing me with my friend, will never spend time together. It's never going to happen. No, absolutely not. I
Wow.
would rather, yeah, I don't know. I'd rather pierce my balls. It's no, never that.
Nalibhang one makas. Because I mean, literally, guys, at group you could meet the love of your life. Honestly, you could meet the love of your life. Literally. So nakzo tabang. Just do it once.
This
Do it
this
once.
this this one time I went out with a couple, right? And this couple started fighting from group because a guy showed up and the other person made a comment about the other guy's dick and size, right? Next thing you know, they're on top of each other on the pavement.
Who was fighting the partner and the boyfriend?
Yes.
Ooh, violence. Love it.
No, they're fighting, and I honestly did not know what to do because we were fine one moment, and then this person made a dick comment, and now they're on top of each other on the pavement, and it was embarrassing.
Yeah, but again, guys, why not like why are you fighting a man? Also, why would you fight for a man
Estima, my
physically?
friend. Estima.
You are
Estima.
nkapan katsamaya, guys. Nkapan ka walk
As a
away.
strong black man.
Hi, nkapan katsamaya. How munke. How imagine yo you you mandla so. Imagine, you see how my hands are very soft. Imagine that these scratches. My face is scratched. You are yo. Too much.
No, my friend. Now
Abe
imagine when
abe
you're busy praying for
maxhosa.
people the prayers are not going through.
Nahan. Hwane nani nikilwana mawabani.
Nkahueletsa.
Imagine. Yeah,
Sure.
it's steamer. Guys, kupale being steamer first. Monna second, guys. Monna number two is steamer number one, guys. When a man will embarrass you.
And not only will they embarrass you, they will disappoint you while embarrassing you.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's
It's one
been
thing to embarrass someone when the end goal is, to make them proud, but to embarrass me throughout, and then at the end of the day, my reward is disappointment. No, I'd be mad.
uh, yeah, yeah. It's king, ne?
I'd be really upset. Also, I don't even know what type of situation you'd have to go through to embarrass me where I would still stick by you. I feel like the moment you do one thing that I consider just asinine, I'm out.
I wanna lerato, ne? Rato le tla o maka.
And that's
Guys,
why I don't encourage it.
guys, why not let other kids fall in love and be in love?
No, fall in love, but you know what? It's very important in the falling in love to have very firm boundaries and communicate what you're willing to tolerate and what you're not willing to tolerate. Because at the end of the
Yeah,
day, I don't know, maybe I care so much about my appearance or like what people think of me when they see me. Not even a
mm,
thing out about Tubatarik, but I don't want to be remembered as that guy who always fought with his partner or that guy whose partner always, without fail, consistently embarrassed him. I wouldn't want to be that person.
okay.
So I think that's why my talking stages barely last 3 days because I'm very firm in my approach and what you should expect from me and what I would expect from you. And even if you do act out of pocket, even if it's not something I have communicated, because now I don't have a patience for anything else, even besides, I don't know, besides cooking. I think that's the one thing that I have patience for. But you act out of pocket, I'm out.
But show mercy. And but
Show
sometimes
mercy
it's not
when I can't even show mercy to you guys. You guys know when you act out of pocket, I literally leave you.
man. Again, some guys, some I think we need to talk about how we need to show mercy to people, guys. People make mistakes, guys. People make errors. People make blunders. People make stupid mistakes, regretfully, guys. Some people are. That's a topic for another day. But guys, sometimes people hang before you leave a man. Just a little bit of mercy, a little bit of mercy.
At what expense?
It's your expense.
That doesn't sound right even as an example. It doesn't it does not resonate with me
Right.
or my brand. It
I'll
definitely has
I'll
nothing to
find
do
the
with me.
words. I'll find the words, and I'll compile them correctly.
Absolutely not. Come to the table and come correct or don't come at all.
Okay, I'll come with the words piled up correctly.
Always ask yourself, would someone I regard highly approve of my actions right now? Because also at the time when people react negatively to your negative actions, it's gonna be a thing of, right now, what were you thinking? So how about we start with, what the hell are you thinking? Stop it right there before you embarrass some of us.
Okay.
Fair enough. And now here I am. I'm never gonna chill with my neighbors because I remember what happened the last time.
I see. Because of a man.
And one thing about me, I will write you off quick and fast. Especially if you're a stranger to me, I will definitely write you off quick and fast. And it doesn't mean I will stop being kind to you. No, I'll always be kind to you. That's common courtesy. It's basic. It's very basic for human interaction, but don't expect the same level of courtesy I exercised before, where I literally, more than on one occasion, extended more than just a finger, but probably my whole hand and arm. You're never going to see that again. I will help you carry out your trash, but that's as far as it goes. I'm not coming to chill with you. We may exchange pleasantries, but we are not having a chat over anything else other than, I'm glad you're doing good, and then walking away. I'm not doing that.
They don't deserve it, Sam. Oh, that man doesn't deserve it. That man is.
No, that guy does not. That guy deserves less. But whenever men are trash, that guy's the barrel. That guy's the barrel that carries the trash, and I just, whew.
That's what that guy's.
But yeah, just to recap, in closing the podcast for the week, and again, thank you guys for listening. But the main essence of the show is that leave your men at home when you go to groove, and if you know your girl is crazy, leave them at home. Or I don't know, send them to their parents to babysit for the weekend, and then go have fun, and then come back home and love them right, or however way what you guys define and distinguish to be love to you guys. But other than that, if they steal at your peace when you're trying to just release and shake the knots off, leave them at home.
Guys, I feel like Mara Nakir, you know your man, so you should decide what happens. You should decide, not go fetch of the doubt, guys. If you know that your man behaves, Italian not move. So I think I'll fail. But if I behave, shake up, please.
But yeah, no, that is it from this week's podcast. Do you have? Oh, also, guys, I don't know why my Apple podcast is not working, but I'm giving it 2 to 3 weeks, and if it's still not working, I'm gonna have to make other means, which will probably be costly. But at some point, everybody else needs to have access to the podcast, so it will happen. And any announcements from you?
No, let me see. No.
It's funny how you were telling everybody to vaccinate last week, and today you are here crippled.
That's not the point.
One thing about karma.
No.